The door opened, and the light rushed past them, not into the chamber, but deeper inside. Something below had responded. The air turned cold instantly. Their lights flickered, then the echo came back, but no one had moved. A second later, it came again, from behind the light. They stepped through carefully. The tunnel beyond felt older, untouched. Symbols appeared along the walls, not warnings this time. Instructions, arrows pointing forward, circles repeating, spirals, incomplete, as if everything led to one place. The passage opened into a perfectly circular chamber, too precise, too silent. In the center, a raised stone platform, empty, but the dust around it, disturbed. Then the spiral appeared again, not carved, formed in light, and slowly, it began to rotated slowly, not fast enough to notice at first, but enough to change the shadows around the room. The light didn't come from the walls. It came from the platform itself, a faint glow, building from inside the stone. No mechanism, no opening, just solid rock, beginning to shine. One of them stepped closer. The dust near the platform shifted, as if something beneath it had just moved. The symbols on the walls started to align with the spiral, circles matching circles, lines pointing toward the center. This wasn't decoration, it was a system. Then a low vibration filled the chamber, not loud, but deep, felt more than heard. The platform responded. A thin crack formed across the surface. No one touched it, no one triggered anything, yet the stone was opening. The spiral above it brightened, casting long distorted shadows. And inside the crack, there was darkness, not empty darkness, but depth, far deeper than the chamber itself. The vibration grew stronger. Dust fell from the ceiling. Then the platform shifted again. The crack widened, just enough to reveal a narrow vertical shaft. Cold air rushed upward, air that hadn't moved in centuries. The cold air kept rising from the shaft, slow at first, then steady. It carried a sound with it, not wind, not movement, something deeper. The spiral above the platform began to distort, its shape stretching as if reacting to whatever was below. One of them lowered a light into the opening. The beam disappeared almost instantly. The shaft didn't reflect anything. No walls visible, no bottom, just depth. Then the echo returned, but this time, it came from below. A delayed sound, like something shifting far underneath them. The walls around the chamber began to hum softly, symbols flickering in the reflected light. They noticed something new. The carvings weren't random. They formed a ring around the platform, a containment circle, not marking what was here, but holding it in place. The realization spread quickly. This chamber wasn't built to hide something. It was built to seal it. The air grew colder. The shaft widened slightly as the stone continued to separate. Then the light flickered. For a moment, the beam illuminated something moving below, not clearly, just a shape, shifting in the darkness. Then the light stabilized again, and the shaft went silent. Didn't last long. A second vibration moved through the floor, stronger than before. The containment carvings around the platform began to crack, thin lines forming across the stone ring. The spiral above the shaft accelerated, not spinning, but tightening, like it was pulling inward. The light beam flickered again, this time, longer. When it returned, the air had changed, heavier, harder to breathe. Then the sound came back, closer now, not an echo anymore, a movement, something shifting against stone. Far below, dust slid toward the opening, pulled slowly, as if gravity itself had changed. One of the explorers stepped back. The floor beneath him vibrated again. The shaft widened another inch. Cold air surged upward violently, and for a split second, a shadow crossed the opening, not rising, moving sideways, like something circling beneath them. The spiral collapsed suddenly, shrinking into a single point of light. Then, it dropped, straight into the shaft. Light fell into the shaft, and everything went dark. No glow, no reflection, just silence. Then the sound stopped, completely. Even the air from below faded, like something had sealed itself again. For a moment, nothing moved. Then the platform shifted once more, but this time, not opening, closing. The stone edges began sliding back together, slowly sealing the shaft. as if the chamber was correcting a mistake. The carvings around the ring dimmed. The cracks stopped spreading. Everything was returning to stillness. Then one last vibration passed through the floor. Short, controlled. The platform locked into place. But something had changed. A new line appeared across the stone, perfectly straight, not part of the original carving. A seam, running toward the far wall. They followed it carefully. The line ended at a smooth section of rock. No symbols, no markings, just a flat surface. Then the wall clicked softly through the chamber. The smooth wall shifted inward, not like a door, more like the stone itself was sliding aside. A narrow opening appeared, too precise to be natural. Cold air flowed out again, but different this time. Drier, older. They aimed their lights inside. A descending passage, carved perfectly into the rock. No symbols, no warnings, no carvings at all, which made it worse. Everything before had been marked, documented, sealed, but this passage was hidden, as if it was never meant to be found. The team looked back at the platform, now completely sealed, silent again. Whatever had moved below was no longer visible, but the new path remained open. They stepped closer to the entrance. The light barely reached the first turn. The tunnel curved downward, disappearing into darkness. Then the sound returned one last time, not from behind them, not from the sealed shaft, from inside the new passage. A deep, distant shift. Slow, heavy, as if something deeper had just become aware of them. The fourth chamber was waiting below.